Guys, welcome back. I'm going to show you another video on the quick strike, first strike system. And right now I'm showing you a little something different than I normally do. So this is actually the London session. Um, I said that this indicator has a lot more than just what I'm showing. So, it shows all the sessions. So it shows Sydney, Tokyo, London, and New York. So if you're into trading other sessions, this is also something that you can use. So I just want to give you a little show of what it does. You won't see the moves as huge as the New York session, but nevertheless, there's still moves that happen. So if you look here, this is actually the fourth. So you can show that see that I'm just showing yesterday's. So right now you see the signal that's starting to appear. It doesn't always stay up. So if it does stay up and the next candle appears, that's when you enter. Okay, so just like I said, so this one is a valid signal now. So you want to enter right around 27, let's just say 917, depending on when you get in. Okay, maybe it's 920, just right in that area. And keep in mind that this will not move as fast as New York, and your moves, they can be big moves, but you might not get huge ones. So I do know that when I tell you that I'm looking for a 10-point move, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I have this um, indicator and how I set my system up and what I would look for is this is the things that I want. So, once again, that signal hits around 920, let's say, you're up to 936. So, yeah, it's not a huge move, but you're talking like 15 points, let's say. You don't need any more than that. And again, if you put a couple of contracts on that, for each 10 points, it's $200. So, you're already talking, what, $300, so there's nothing wrong with that. And that was in a whopping 5 minutes, maybe. So I know that, again, the night sessions, sometimes they don't run huge, big moves. I'm not going to say they do or they don't, but they don't always. So, anyways, I'm not going to talk about that, but I'm just letting you know that the system always set up for not just New York, but I have London, Tokyo, and Sydney in here too as well. Um, just expect that the moves may not be as big, but still, you can see the indicator works. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep playing it for a while. Um, you know, you'll grow as a trader and you'll start to learn things on, how much profit you think you can make or, how much you want to risk. These are all things that you're going to learn, and you can see, you know, in New York, the span of the high and low, once the signal fires, this one is not near as big as New York. And usually it won't be. So there's good and bad to that. You can always set your stop loss under one side or whatever if you needed to. So it's not a huge, you're talking maybe 20 points or something like that. But these are things that you're gonna learn and you're gonna feel comfortable with, and that's you as a trader. You'll grow and you'll figure that out. So everybody adapts differently. You can also change a few things on here, and I'll explain that a little bit too. I know there should be a signal coming up pretty quick. So you can go on. I'm doing the 1 minute chart, and you can switch it to 2 or 3 minutes or 5 minutes, if that's what you want to do. I'm looking for fast entries the fastest possible. And like I said, that's what I have this timed up to and all the settings that are in here. It's fast. Okay. So again, there's the signal that popped. Your candle already appeared. So right in this area you should have entered, let's just say give or take. I don't want to say, oh, you come up here and you got in at 872. Let's go a little bit lower and say 860. Let's just say 860. So again, I'm looking for a 10-point move. You might not think it's, again, a ton, but it's still a solid move. So right here, you entered it in 860, okay, and you're already down at 837. Depending on when you enter in here, it's a minimum of a 20-point move, okay? So I'm done, 3 minutes, I'm out, okay? This thing performs over and over again. It's just a matter of, are you good with a 20-point move, a 10-point move? I am. And again, there's other traders that are different, so I'm not going to go back and forth and say, hey, yeah, that's not a huge move or whatever. I mean, yeah, there's 70, 80, 90, 100 point, 200, 300 point moves, every day. But those are not always there. What's always there is that you can get these nice, fast moves and make your money. And I don't, again, need to be greedy. I mean, myself, so yeah, you could also enter here, right? And you could take your stop loss and drag it down. So if it does, wick you and come back and take you out, you still already made your 10, 15, 20 points, whatever it is. So again, I'm just going to play this for a little bit longer, but yeah, the indicator works on all different sessions as well. So I primarily focus on, in New York, obviously, but, again, you can work on these too, depending on your work schedule. So here's a prime example. Big if you took the trade and you got in again at the 60s, now you're talking 90 points, 100 points maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to sit there and play it and just say, yeah, you could have ran it down, blah, blah, blah. No. I'm telling you, you got your 10, 20 point move. You got your 10, 20 point move. You're done. You could have been done right here. Again, I'm done right now. I'm not going into this one. I'm done. So that's me. But again, I'm just showing you that this works on not just New York, but this one, is London. So I got a lot that I'm still putting together right now, and a lot more to offer. So keep in mind that it's, again, not just this, but there's still even a lot more in this indicator I'm not showing you, but I'm just giving you a little tidbits here and there just so you can see that, it's a legitimate indicator. The system with the indicator, all of it is combined and it works. So I'm not going to tell you every single day it works. I already know today, which is the 5th. I did not do a video on NQ, but I can guarantee you I saw the signal. It was a big, solid, immediate pump, and the signal was there. So, I can show it to you, but you can also say that, hey, yeah, it fired out of the open today, not too far out. Once the range happened, it took off. So, a lot of the stocks, they do the same as well. But again, it's not every day is going to be perfect, but I'm not going to keep repeating myself, but it works, and you're seeing it live, and I hope you understand that these things aren't made up. This is going on. This just happened yesterday, okay? And I know NQ gave a fire signal today, and I don't know how much it was, but I know it was solid. So anyways, I'm going to cut this video here. Thank you guys again for watching. Please like and subscribe. I not only have this, but I also do one-on-one training, coaching. I trade a lot of different ways. I'm not just trading this system, but this system is good for new beginners, people that are learning. I do a lot more than this. I work on different stocks. I have options, not just the futures. So there's a lot more that's, if you're looking for something, please reach out to me because I'd love to help you. And I know I probably can in some way. And then that's what I'm here for. So anyways, again, thank you guys. Please like and subscribe for more videos. And thank you for watching Day Trader Division. Again, have yourself a great rest of your day, and God bless you guys. Take care.